As always, we got Gunny Matheson, Joe Schmidt, and our special guest today.
All right.
So, going back to the airplane story.
Yes.
So, there's a couple of them. There's two of them.
Pilot. Yeah.
There's two of them. Which one did we go to first? Did we go to
I think we went to Catula, Texas first.
Catula, Texas? So we went to Catula, Texas to look at a
Which
horse.
is maybe 25 miles north of the Rio Grande.
Yeah. Why would you go to Catula?
What was that horse's
Catula?
name?
Look at the horse.
You remember the horse had a
Red Rider.
Red Rider. We had to go look
That's
at
why you brought Red Rider.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Somebody called me and he said, I got this horse I want you to look at. And I was fresh off of being second in the Derby. And I was gung ho. You know, let's go.
We'll go look at him.
Yeah,
You know what? I'm going to get my big time pilot buddy Dean to fly me down there.
You got it.
I'm flying there. I'll be there tonight.
I was going private.
Tonight.
Yep. And so we went down to watch, and I knew the horse's name was Red Rider before we left. So there was a little bit of discussion about Red Rider. Dean had his doubts right off the bat.
Yeah.
Before we even left, Dean had
I
his
was
doubts
worried about this whole event.
about Red Rider.
It's an opportunity to go travel, fly, have fun, whatever. I was there.
Yeah. So Dean flies down. I'm living in Gainesville. He flies down and picks me up at the Gainesville.
How big a plane is this?
This is, the regular plane that I normally flew was unavailable that weekend, so we ended up with a Cessna 152.
It's pretty small.
It's real small for two guys like Tom and I, yes. Yeah.
It was like a suit. Yeah.
That we wore in high school.
Yeah.
Before high school.
So, and I had never flown in a small plane before. So Dean flies down to Gainesville, picks me up from Marietta.
Ardmore.
From Ardmore. And I just drove to Ardmore the other day. Why I didn't just drive up to Ardmore? I have no idea why we did this because
you're just second at the Derby, right?
Yes,
Just being a baller.
Yeah,
hey,
I can't.
Come pick me up, bro.
Right. Yeah.
That sounds a little better.
I'll drive 10 minutes, but I'm not driving 45 minutes. Yeah.
I ain't crossing that border.
You got it.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
Dean comes down, picks me up, and we take off, and everything's. And I'm comfortable with Dean. Anybody that knows Dean is super. What's the word I'm looking for?
Informed?
Responsible.
No. Soothing? No.
Educated.
No. It's some of all of those.
Good looking.
He's a good-looking guy,
But that's not what you were thinking.
No, that's not what I was thinking.
Yeah, conscientious.
Dean is conscientious, and I think if you guys would have just shut up for a minute, I'd have got there. But you kept throwing stuff out before.
Well, you were stuck. We got
you
to pick up the slack when there's a lull in the.
Yeah.
You have two wonderful helpers.
That's why I got him here.
Yeah, you were definitely stuck.
Anyway,
okay, so
Dean's conscientious.
took off.
No, wait a minute. It's before we take off, and I'm a little bit nervous. We taxied into the runway,
so you're cool.
I'm pretty cool. I mean, I'm pretty cool because, like, I got a lot of faith. Dean and I have been through a lot of shit. I mean, tug of war.
Tug of war.
North American mentality.
10,000 against 10.
Yeah. I mean, we've been through some stuff.
Right.
So he goes to the end of the runway, and
This is in Stephenville, not Gainesville.
no. This is still in Gainesville.
Oh.
Because this is the first time
gotten very
We
far
haven't
yet.
got that.
No.
Okay.
No.
We're just taking off.
All right.
We haven't got to Red Rider yet.
Well, if you want to back up more, Tom actually calls me and he says, Dean, I
story's
got
going
a
on.
new client, and man, this is going to be the weekend of our life.
I did say that.
It is going to be awesome.
I had pictured in my head.
This guy,
Just leave it there. I think
this
that's
guy
perfect.
is from Houston. Got plenty of money to spend in the horse business.
We're going to his deer lease.
We're going to a big ranch in Catula, Texas. Wherever Catula, Texas was.
Yes.
At the time, we didn't know.
Okay.
Dude, you left a very important part of this story
did.
out.
We're going to be wine and dine the whole weekend.
I said it all.
It's going to be awesome. I mean, by when we land, they'll pick us up in a limo. They'll take us to the ranch. We'll eat steak by the
I mean, the
barbecue.
pedestal is growing.
We'll have a few
Oh, yeah.
drinks. I mean, this is going to be perfect. Let's go.
Okay.
No.
All that's true. All that's true. In my mind, well, what the hell's he calling me for? I was just second in the Derby. You better be all that, right?
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I won the limited open. Last time I ever showed the limited open. Really.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're at the end of the runway, and Dean, he's just like he's got this look of, I mean, he's serious, and I'm feeling good now because he's going through the checklist and doing this and flipping this switch and flipping that switch and looking at his book, and he's not going off of memory. I mean, he's looking at the book. He got all his stuff right. So, okay, I'm feeling good. We take off, bam, everything's smooth. Because I was a little bit nervous because I'd never been in a small plane. I was a little bit nervous. We get up there, everything's going great. You know, we fly down to Stephenville, was it?
Stephenville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephenville, lander, fuel her up. I get a sandwich, probably. I feel like I would have got a sandwich. And maybe
Okay.
a candy bar.
Yeah. A soda.
Pepsi or something.
I don't know if I was
Pepsi.
doing the diet then, but probably a regular Pepsi.
Regular one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a Coke, but
No.
not a Pepsi.
Pepsi, Coke, whatever.
Yeah. Pepsi, Coke, soda.
Whatever.
Come back to the plane. I'm ready to go. You know, I got my stuff, and I'm preoccupied with it. I got
With
a
your
sandwich
stuff.
and a chips and the whole thing, and I get in the plane, shut the door, and we take off, and everything's good. And all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. I'm going, oh shit! And I go, Dean, that doesn't sound like a noise this thing should be making. And Dean goes, no, that's not a noise. That's not a good noise. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what that is. So, and all of a sudden, then my fun trip to Catula, Texas to see Red Ryder is now, I see death. I'm looking for fields. I'm looking for anywhere we can set her down. So it's these boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what the hell?
You
So,
asked me. Have you ever heard that before? No. What do you think it is? I don't know.
no.
I've never heard it before.
And that's not comforting, you know, as conscientious as he is. I thought he'd have known in the book somewhere.
It's not in the book.
Boom, 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 boom.
You're screwed.
Yeah. And that's what I'm thinking. We're going down. We're going down. I don't see any other way. So, and I'm looking around, and then I go, oh, shit.
We're looking behind the seats,
Yeah.
underneath the seats.
I go, oh,
It
shit.
just sounded like something slapping on something. It's
Yeah.
just something slapping on something.
And I said, Dean, you're not going to be happy with me right now.
Yeah, he looks at me and goes, I know what it is. I said, what is it? My seatbelt's outside.
My seatbelt's outside the door. Boom, boom. And I'm thinking, okay, now what? I would leave it because in my mind, as soon as I crack that door, I'm going to get sucked right out of that plane, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not one of those guys that knows things about things like that. I never studied anything about pressure.
Checklist in the book.
Yeah. I think as soon as I just crack that door,
You're
I
done.
just get sucked right
Yeah.
out.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, and Dean wasn't sure. Dean was not sure.
You were making me queasy with all your questions.
Yes. He might have started sure, but about my fourth question in, and I'm thinking I'd leave it, but what if that boom just puts a hole in the side of the plane?
And
Exactly.
then sucks me right out of that hole.
And then we go down. I'm like, no, I got to get this thing in. So this is no shit. I have a belt on, because I have my buckle, because we're going to look at Red Ryder. So I got my buckle on. And I take Dean's seatbelt and I put it through my belt and then snap it back over there. So I'm locked. I am locked in.
Yeah.
And I open that door like I'm ready.
Bank the plane to the
Yeah.
left.
So he's got to go uphill to be sucked out.
Yeah.
He's like a foot and a half higher than I.
Yeah.
And we're going this way, and he's trying to open the door.
So I get the door, I crack and get the door open. Nothing. I just grabbed the seatbelt. It was like nothing, like there was nothing that happened. I was ready for the wind to take me, and nothing happened. I just pulled the seatbelt in, and I put it back on, and I give Dean his back, and that was good. We survived it, and I go, you know where we are?
Oh, no.
We were a little bit lost because during all the confusion, we were circling around.
He's flying off. We're flying off a site, and we're just lost. So then we have to buzz a water tower, and then I got to find it on a map. And that was before you could just ask your cell phone where you were.
Right.
So we had a map.
From there, we go to 𝐾𝐁𝐀𝐂𝐃𝐁.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
So he falls asleep. I think he was under some stress.
I was.
So he fell
As
asleep.
much as I could take.
So I'm coming in, I'm on final, short final, to land in 𝐾𝐁𝐃.
Ah, Jesus.
And I'm throttling back and dropping flap and doing all that stuff. And it wakes him up because of the engine sounds and everything. And he wakes up and he jumps like that while his shoulder hit the latch on the window.
Oh, yeah.
And the window popped open. We both jumped 6 foot in the air, and it's not possible. And it scared the living stick out of both of us, for God's sake.
That is great.
Yeah. So he
Well,
pulls.
then from Catula, from 𝐾𝐁𝐃, we go to Catula, which we've been looking forward to all day long. So we land in Catula, and this is like August, well, May, June. It was June, late June.
It's
Early
hot.
July.
It was
It was
July. It was hot.
boiling hot. Like
Yeah.
boiling hot. So we land, and there it's a little wee tiny airport, and not a soul in sight. And it didn't look like there was 10 people that lived in Catula either, by the way. So we land, we park, get out.
No one.
Dean has this disappointed look on his face as he looks
To
at
say the
me.
least, yes.
It's like,
Because all of a sudden, all the things that I suspected were coming true.
like he looks at me like, what? And I'm like, well, maybe we're late. I don't know. Maybe they left. So I call the guy, and here comes a 80-year-old guy
Yeah. Yeah.
with a single cab Ford truck that's as old as he is.
It's not a limousine.
No,
It's not a limousine.
single cab. So Dean and I have to
We
get.
could hear it coming a mile and a half away. And I said, Tom, here comes a right. No, that's not our right. That's not our right. I promise you. That's
So who-
our right.
That was our
Who rode
ride.
in the middle?
No, they had like, it was a 2-door, but they had like the little bench seat in the back that you had to sit crossways.
Oh, yeah.
So that
Oh,
was
right.
good. The
Gotcha.
pilot sat in the back.
Gotcha.